God and Man. Guideposts for Spiritual Peace and Awakening. Written by Masahisa Goi. Chapter 6. Part 4. True Religions and Mistaken Religions. In the human and lower worlds, spirits can see one another's subconscious embodiments. And in this respect it is the same as in the physical world, where people see each other's physical embodiments. However, the speed of everything is faster than in the physical world, and whatever one thinks, whether good or bad, is immediately realized. Consequently, even though one may try hard to get out of the whirlpool of karma, it is extremely difficult to do because one's karmic causes circulate at a higher speed in the subconscious world than in the physical. This is because the frequency of thought waves is higher in the subconscious world than in the physical. The way to get out of that karmic whirlpool is to once put a stop to those thoughts and enter a state of absolute oneness with God. This means to focus one's attention only on God, without taking notice of the karmic thoughts, no matter how hard they may revolve around oneself. How effectively the accumulated thoughts are purified will depend on how deeply one enters this spirit of oneness. The more one's thoughts are purified, the higher the sphere, world, in which one will live. In other words, whatever hard, painful, or inconvenient things may happen to you, the thing to do is to view them as the now disappearing manifestations of the karmic casualties that have surrounded you. At the same time, believing that now that they have manifested themselves, those karmic casualties are certain to vanish away, it is important to immerse yourself solely in oneness with God. The same practice is done in the physical world. However, unlike the physical world, where karmic casualties appear slowly, in the subconscious world they appear suddenly and violently, and you can hardly withstand the agony of it. When you think of this, you can see how much easier it is to have your karmic causes purified as much as possible while you live in the physical world, rather than having the same causes purified in the subconscious world. You could think of it this way. If you borrowed $10,000, an analogy for karmic causes, in the physical world, you might be able to pay off the debt in monthly installments of $500 each. However, in the subconscious world you would have to pay back the $10,000 all at once. And if you did not, interest of another $10,000 would accrue. In the subconscious world, human and lower worlds, practicing oneness with God is the best method for approaching spiritual awakening. Another way is to follow the guidance of your guardian divinity. As there is the aid of your guardian spirits and divinity in the physical world, there is also the guidance of the guardian spirits and divinities in the subconscious world, mainly the help from your guardian divinity. To faithfully follow this guidance is a good way to free yourself of your karmic causes. Since, in the subconscious world, there are also many cases where people are guided beyond their immediate interests, it is best to directly follow the guidance of your guardian divinity, even if it may seem to be against your advantage. People who always thank their guardian spirits and guardian divinity while in the physical world will also reap great benefits from it in the subconscious world. Thus, after being purified to some extent in the subconscious world, a person may again be born in the physical world and experience a different way of life. After gaining more and more experiences in both worlds, he or she will gradually be led to a higher way of life. In the end, the person will reach the heavenly world. After realizing his or her divinity, the person will live in the divine world or else become an awakened one who serves as a guide for others in the physical and subconscious worlds. What it comes down to is that one's destiny depends on how skillfully one purifies the unharmonious thoughts that have already been accumulated by oneself. One's destiny will become higher as the unharmonious thoughts are purified. If a bucket becomes full of dirty water, one will surely pour it out and draw new water. However, human beings tend to want to hold in the dirty water, unharmonious thoughts, without letting it drain out. This is because when the dirty water, unharmonious thoughts, spills out, the place gets dirty. This refers to the misfortunes and illnesses that occur in a person's life. Yet if one kept on producing more and more dirty water, unharmonious thoughts, such as the fear of misfortune and illness, or grudges, anger, and so on, dirty water would always keep spilling from the bucket, and the place would become unbearably dirty. To purify the dirty water, the first thing to do is to pour clean water, good thoughts, love, and gratitude into the bucket, and at the same time to keep mopping up the place. To do this, human beings need to have endurance and courage.